We're gonna read wattpad. Ik heb even een andere foto op het scherm. Wel onze facecam nog, maar wel een andere foto achter ons. Want we zoeken nog naar een funny wattpad. Wat is funny? Obama.
Ik kijk naar dit ding.
Steve. Yo. Lekker go.
Deku.
It's Deku. Mature.
Wah.
Nee. Oké.
Nee, I don't want to read this.
What the fuck? Waarom zoveel?
Darling, you send me.
Okay. Information and shit.
Okay.
This is Peppa ex-reader probably going to have murder. I don't know. I never watched Peppa Pig, only the correct version. So, okay.
Alright.
Sounds good. Ik ben dyslectisch, by the way, mensen. Okay. Peppa's POV. Peppa stepped out of the door into the rain. She ran into the streets before her mom could catch her. Rain pouring down around her. Peppa, get your fat ass back here and put on your fucking raincoat. Okay. Mommy Pig yelled angrily, a cigarette hanging from her mouth. Peppa ran on through the driving rain. When she arrived at school, she was soaked. Her friend Rebecca ran up to her. Peppa, why are you so wet? Why are you so wet? You should have brought a coat. Oh, did you know there's a new kid? Peppa put on her friend's insistent rambling until she reached her classroom. Sorry, Rebecca, I have to go to class. She welcomed the escape from the awkward conversation. She walked into the room and started playing with her pencil. Suddenly the teacher walked into class with a new student. However, this was no ordinary child. Whoa. The new child wasn't an animal like everyone else. They appeared to be completely human. Peppa was slightly confused. This was a school for animals, so why was there a normal person? Wow. She was cut off her thoughts by the new kid introducing herself. Hi, my name is... Wat was de naam?
Megatron.
Hi, my name is Megatron. I hope we can all be friends. She smiled warmly. Peppa thought there was something off about her, but couldn't figure out what. She decided to follow the strange girl around at lunch and become friends with her. However, she didn't get a chance to talk first because Megatron came and sat next to her. She was even more beautiful up close. Her hair was shiny and clean, unlike a lot of her classmates. Sorry. Peppa swore they never showered. Ew. Peppa, eyes on your work, please, yelled the teacher. Peppa blushed. Sorry. She looked away and continued on her math. The new kid rolled her eyes and smiled at Peppa. Maybe she isn't so bad after all.
Peppa smiled as she walked up to her new friend. Hey Megatron, wanna hang out after school today? Sorry Peppa, I have things to do today, replied Megatron. Maybe another time. Oh, sure I guess, Peppa sadly said as she walked off to talk with Rebecca, who was yelling at her angrily. Megatron's POV. Whew. I stared at Peppa. She was talking to that bitch Rebecca. That stupid rabbit is trying to steal her from me. She has to die. The sooner the better. I should kill her after school today, and then Peppa will be mine. What the fuck is this?
What the fuck?
I slowly walked along behind Peppa, making sure she didn't notice me. She was so hot. Her 4 eyes were shiny and bright, and her 3 fingers were long and beautiful.
Yo, huh?
3 fingers? Her nails were long and sharp. It was clear that she had spent a long time sharpening them into points. However, while I was lost in my thoughts, Peppa had wandered off. I decided that this was the perfect time to plan Rebecca's murder. I walked to the boys' changing room and grabbed Pedro's gym bag. If I hid the body there, he would be arrested rather than me. After all, who would suspect the innocent new girl? I had only been expelled twice. I heard footsteps outside and quickly jumped into the cupboard, peeking out through the crack in the door. Crack. I realized it was Pedro. I should take him to the crime scene and frame him. I suddenly jumped out the cupboard and tackled Pedro to the ground. Megatron, what are you doing here, Pegatron? Pegatron! Oh, nee.
Pegatron!
Pedro asked, "Shut up, dumb bitch. No one loves you anyway. Now you'll be arrested for killing Rebecca." Can we move from... Okay. Okay. I laughed in anticipation. Peppa would soon be mine. I tied up Pedro with some skipping ropes I found in a wardrobe. He squirmed around and tried to scream. I shoved a PE shirt in his mouth. It all went well. No one would know he was here. I picked him up and shoved him into the cupboards. His eyes were wide with fear, and I smiled at his terror. I would be back tonight to kill that stupid rabbit. Oh nee, nog niets voor me. Okay. I actually get really jealous easily. Bro, get help.
Can you get some drinks?
No. What am I?
Sure. Yeah? Okay, I forgot for a second. I forgot. Oh my god, flashback naar de eerste aflevering. Oké, goed, dankjewel. Dankjewel, Milan. Stop. That's enough.
Chapter 3. Okay. What the fuck?
I flopped down on my bed and reached for my phone to realize it wasn't there. Shit, I must have left it at school. If I was quick, there was still time to get it. If mom found out I forgot it again, I shuddered at the thought. I grabbed my shoes and hurried out the door. I would make it to school in 5 minutes if I ran. That would leave me with enough time to grab my phone and get back before mom got home. Rounding the final corner, I saw school in front of me. There was no time to waste. I jumped the wall and ran in the back of the building. I had discovered the secret way in one night when I was running away from mom. Okay. If you unscrew a grill, you should crawl through the vent and access pretty much everywhere in the school. I climbed in and started shuffling towards my locker. Within a few minutes, I had reached it and grabbed my phone. I was about to go home when I heard a scream. No, please, no! I'll do anything! The voice sounded like Rebecca. I don't know. Even if I hated her, I should probably go and make sure she's alright. There were some loud clinging noises coming from the changing room, so I looked there first. The sight that met my eyes was mainly horrifying. Blood dripped from the walls, creating puddles of red on the normally immaculate white floor. In the middle of it all stood Megatron, holding a gun to Rebecca's head. One wrong move and you're dead, growled Megatron. She hadn't seen me yet, so I hid in the toilet stall and watched with interest. Why are you doing this? I can give you money, anything. Just please don't kill me, shrieked Rebecca. Her voice was so annoying. I hope Megatron kills her.
Wait, dus Peppa wil ook dat Rebecca doodgaat.
Okay. Megatron sighed. I can't be bothered listening to any more of your bullshit. Peppa is mine, and you're getting in my way. She shot Rebecca through the head. Peppa couldn't help but to laugh in shock. Megatron liked me? Wow! How strange. However, her thoughts were interrupted by Megatron dragging her out of the bedroom. Peppa, I can explain. Peppa cut her off with a kiss. No need. She winked. Megatron blushed. How about we take this to my house? Get a room, Pedro yelled. He had managed to get the shirt out of his mouth and was sick of sitting in the cupboard while his friend got murdered. Even death would be better at this point. Megatron shot him through the cupboard door. No one could interrupt the scared romance of her and Peppa. Now Megatron had no more challengers. Peppa was hers. Or so she thought.
Ooh. Remember that it's a human and a pig, right? Oh my god, was POV. I picked Peppa up and smiled at her. The blood looked good on her skin and I kissed her again. Let's take this to my house, I said seductively. Peppa nodded. I carried her all the way there. When we got there, we took showers, but not together. We weren't dating yet. But if
That's
all
gay.
went well, we would be at the end of the night. Peppa put on a pretty red dress that showed her curves. We went downstairs to get food, but my nasty little brother was there. Fuck off, ugly child, I yelled at him, and he scampered out of the house. I sighed. Sorry you had to see that brat. I hate him so much, he ruins everything, I said to Peppa. It's okay, I have a brother too. His name's George and he's an asshole. I wish he died, Peppa said sadly. I smiled. That could be arranged. What? Peppa grinned at me, but I only smiled mysteriously and went to get the alcohol. We sat down on the edge of the balcony and looked over the forest where the sun was setting. Peppa shivered and I took off my jacket to give it to her. I was cold, but I didn't care. Nothing mattered except Peppa. She threw her glass over the railing. It smashed into millions of glittering shards of glass on the driveway below. Peppa stared down at the puddle of wine slowly seeping into the cracks between the cobblestone, and then at me. Megatron, there's something I want to tell you. I held my breath in anticipation. Megatron, I really like you. I get it if you don't feel the same. I cut her off with a kiss. We stood under the stars until we were out of breath, and then I spoke. I love you too, Peppa. What? Chapter 5.
Megatron's POV. Peppa stared up at me. So, are we a thing now? Yeah, now let's go take care of your brother. What does that even mean? George? I got in my Porsche and Peppa glimpsed in beside me.
Did you say glimpsed?
I said glimpsed.
Climbed.
Oh my
Climbed.
god. Ah!
Okay.
In beside me, we drove to her house where her mom was angrily waiting, rifle in hand. What is that? Peppa, dumb bitch, where the fuck have you been, huh? Who's this? Your girlfriend?
Oh god. Alright.
Actually, yes, replied Peppa calmly. We are together now. I'm gay, Mom. Peppa's mom stared at us in shock. What? Peppa smiled, and I took this as an opportunity to run into the house. Peppa had told me where George's room was, so I ran there as fast as I could. What the fuck? However, Daddy Pig was in the way. He was holding a knife and looked angry. Who the fuck are you? Wanna fight? you do to Peppa? I ran past him, throwing a knife at him as I ran. It hit him in the head and he kneeled over. What the fuck, LASIK? I continued to George's room. He was lying in his bed asleep. I grabbed my knife and shoved it into his head several times. Blood stained the sheets red, but not much. I heard a scream from outside. Looking out the window, I discovered that Peppa had been shot by her mom. I jumped out of the window. The only thought that passed my mind was saving Peppa. I landed on Mommy Pig, knocking her in the to the ground. She oinked loudly in alarm, and I stabbed her several times. How dare you? She hurt Peppa. She should pay for this. Mommy Pig and I wrestled together for a few minutes before she managed to pin me down. Wow. I could feel my life fading. But before I died, I reached up and snapped Mummy's pig neck.
Okay.
The last thing I heard was Peppa yelling my name and the ambulance sirens. Then everything went black.
Nee.
And
Wat is het vervolg?
finish it.
Dit is season 5. Nee.
We're done.
No. Alright. Oké, dat waren wattpads lezen.
Je kijkt daar, je moet daar kijken.
Oké,
Oké.
dat waren de wat.
Da tropa do PX. Ninguém te forçou, ninguém te forçou.